Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's your girl Claudia Jordan and welcome to the Valentine's Day edition of Cocktails with the Queens. I'm with my beautiful queens, Vivica A. Fox, Lisa Ray, and Selena Johnson. Look how pretty everybody looks. Now tonight we are dishing about everything that's trending in the news and in the world of social media. And later on the show, you got to stick around because sexologist Shamyra Howard will join us and give us tips on how to spice things up in the bedroom on Valentine's Day. We definitely need that. Well, I know I do. All right, ladies, let's get to it. Queens, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Y'all look so cute. Everyone's giving us whip appeal in your pajamas and lingerie. How's everybody feeling today? And what y'all drinking?
Oh, well, I will say happy Valentine's Day with my tea. And I'm feeling lovely because, you know, we need love. We need to show love. We need to spread love. We need to be about love because love is all inside of everybody. So I think that the theme for tonight's show is just right on point because we got love for each other for sure. We got love for our audience for damn sure. And we want to be able to make sure that they spread the love out there to theirs. So happy Valentine's Day, Queens.
Okay. But Lisa Ray said, I just got shots.
Take it to the head,
Ray
girl.
said and shots. That's what I got going.
And darlings, I have my usual Pinot Noir and a little Baccarat for you. Happy Valentine's Day, darling. Thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you all are having a lovely day. We hope that someone is taking you out to a fabulous dinner or surprising you with some roses or some diamonds.
Okay.
That's all right.
Is it bad that I bought my own self roses today? And they look real struggly. I got them from Whole Foods. Like, look, y'all. This is what it's come down to. My boyfriend needs to get romantic again. I'm sick of this shit. I done bought my own roses at Whole Foods today. I was like, ooh, 2 dozen for $30. I'm getting those, and here we are.
Get it.
Okay.
I'm a romance my own damn self.
That's what
I
this
was
means.
just
You're
about to say
loving on
those
yourself.
roses.
So that is
Those
And
great.
that's okay, Claudia. It happens. Some days you got to do just that.
I'm leading.
Those roses was giving Kroger, girl.
Whole Foods.
They was giving Piccadilly. They was.
You know what? They looked better in the plastic. I promise you. I was like, ooh, these are nice. And when I put them in there, they look real struggly. And I struggled with if I should show them or not. But now you said
pick the stems and put them in like a.
You know what?
And made them look.
I can't win today. I'm putting they out of the shop.
No, they look good. No, put them in the back. It was a splash of color.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some carnations. Y'all now call my roses Piccadilly.
I think it was perfect. Put them back. Queens want you to put the splash of color back. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, struggle roses.
Yes, there you go.
Yes,
now, when you keep them low like that, they sharp.
Right there. Thank you.
Right.
Ladies, if your man's not good at buying you flowers, you buy your own damn flowers and celebrate yourself. Send your girls some flowers. I send my friends flowers all the time. Anyways, happy Valentine's Day, ladies.
Yes.
Right back at you, Queen.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we all do a shot real quick? Can we do a sip?
Yeah.
I get in. Okay.
Now we can proceed. Now, as you can see, we're spicing things up and decide to have a girls' night in pajamas or lingerie. That's our theme for Valentine's Day. So let's talk about the importance of queens and women embracing their sexual confidence. Because, you know, people want to pipe that down sometimes with us. What do y'all think about that?
Ooh, Lord, ain't no women doing that now. We can listen to our rappers and our entertainers, honey. They are raw with it. They are telling you exactly what they want, how they getting down, and how you should be getting down. It's like sometimes I'm dancing and I'm listening to the music in the car and I go, well, wait a minute, hold on. She said she doing what now? And she just met him last night. You know, it's like, whoa.
I concur, Lisa Ray. Sometimes you listen to these lyrics and you're like, my goodness, you doing what? But you know, I believe on like a Valentine's Day is like a day for like classic R&B songs like Jodeci, Forever My Lady. You know what I mean? That we can learn to bring a little class back into Valentine's Day. That's what I feel we need. I really do. I don't feel
romance.
Romance. That's what I want to see come back.
Yeah.
So yeah, for one day, can you just not talk about beating the pee up? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we get a kiss first, a little hug, a little caress on the cheek? Right, Selena?
I'm down to what you're saying, Claudia. I agree. Can we get a little piece of romance down to the world? I mean, and with everything that's been going on, I think we need to be in love right now. We need to just focus on love. I think I'm excited about this Valentine's Day. Because it's an opportunity to love. So, even if you're not feeling in love in spirit, you can make yourself love. Like on Christmas when you don't really want to give nobody no gifts, but you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna get everybody gifts because it's an excuse to be in love. So it's a great holiday.
Well, speaking of embracing your inner sexy, right? Our girl Rihanna, who we all love, released a Valentine's Day line of lingerie for men under her Savage X Fenty brand. It consists red mesh briefs with heart shapes, and it's sold out. Is this hot or not? And do you see your man rocking these briefs?
Absolutely hot. Absolutely hot. Valentine's Day should be equal opportunity as far as I'm concerned. I want the men to go out and be like, let me go get me some heart draws. You know what I mean? I want my woman to just peel off of me tonight.
Okay.
Valentine's Day is coupley. So, when you have a couple, you tend to dress alike, want to look alike, want to do things alike and together. So, when you're taking that picture, it's the romance and the theme of everything that sets up the evening, and that you're going to take them off and they all look matched at the bottom of the rug, at the end of the floor, at the end of the bed.
Can we see that picture one more time, Selena, as you answer the question? Can we see the picture? Selena, go ahead.
Okay. The shorts are nice, but my husband, he's not into lingerie of any sort because he said he's not interested in is the lingerie part. He said, well, you ain't gonna wear it long no way. That's how he do. He don't care nothing about no clothes and lingerie. He's just that person. One time, y'all, I tried to dress up and do lingerie for him. This was like a couple of years ago. And I danced off of like I came out the bathroom to We Be Clubbing, right?
Yeah, first of all,
I was on my Lisa Ray. And
called me.
this man started laughing.
Oh.
I was like, I ain't never dressing up for you ever again. He was like, it don't matter what you got on. I'm about to take all this off. So
Fellas, when we do this, can y'all appreciate it for a minute? Because lingerie is not cheap, okay? A regular bra at Victoria's Secret starts off at $58. Starts off at, never mind the sparkly ones. Those are the special edition ones. Can y'all just take it in for a second or just move the panty to the side? Don't rip them. Don't pull them. Let me wear them for a minute because
I tell you, I'm really down with the themes. And I mean, Ben Diamond has really done something to me throughout the years because I'm going to give it to you. You will not be bored. I'm going to keep it spicy and saucy. And you're going to get all this. You're going to get the song, the dance, the balloons, the bubbles, the music, the everything, the illusion and the preparation of everything of love and lust combined together with this.
What was that word?
How about you, Claudia?
Huh? What was the question? I was distracted by what Lisa Ray was lifting.
She just took us all the way back to Players Club, okay? I was like, where is my wallet at? I'm going to make it rain.
The people that put a censor button on their own self.
What's your cash app, Lisa Ray? All right, ladies. Amazon is redefining love on Valentine's Day with their campaign, Alexa, What is Love? Now, the new feature equips Alexa-enabled devices with responses from people of various backgrounds and identities responding to the question, what is love? Now, examples include, love is showing patience and understanding when someone is learning a new language, or love is when we create safe spaces for Black women. The goal is to encourage people to foster inclusivity in their communities by reimagining how they define love. What do you think about this campaign by Amazon and what they're trying to do?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just love that there are efforts that are being made by these companies to bring back love, inclusivity for like everyone, that Valentine's Day isn't just for one nationality. It's like everybody on this day, let's celebrate love. So I appreciate the effort. I do.
And I think it's a business as well because Amazon is huge. And so they'd be a fool, in the words of Selena, not to really capitalize off the business opportunity that Valentine brings and love brings.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's dual. I think it's to bring love and to show that, inclusivity and all of that good stuff. But I also think it is, business. They know that people are going to be down to the Amazon buying buying all the good stuff for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I love Amazon, but I would love them more if they tell us how they can teach us how they don't pay taxes. And I support everything that they do. I mean, it's great. They're giving me
love, Claudia. That is not love.
If they love me, they would show me how not to pay my taxes.
You need Trump for that.
I mean, Amazon is like really killing it. But, I just feel like the fact that they don't do that, they know what they're doing. So I feel like it's a great marketing campaign for them. And it's a good idea. And we do need to get back to the love, because like we started off in the beginning of the show, all the songs and all the messages are telling us, that love isn't cool. You know what I mean? Like it was whack and soft and it's old and it's dead and people just want the money and the sex. And I'm for any company that wants to kind of put a spotlight on love. I think we need that.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very well.
Okay. Well, you know what? Before we go, we are going to shout out Nissan for this Black History Moment. And we're going to be highlighting accomplishments of our community on every show. Let's take a look.
FOXSOUL is celebrating Black history makers who have broken barriers and created a path for change. Taking a shot at saving the world from a deadly pandemic is Dr. Shamyra Howard, the first Black female scientist to lead a team toward the creation of a pandemic-ending vaccine. Dr. Howard's pivotal role against COVID-19 was the development and design of what would become the Moderna vaccine.
The messenger RNA will tell the body to present this spike protein, and the body will respond by creating an immune response.
Dr. Howard follows in the footsteps of Alice Ball, the first African-American chemist who developed the first successful treatment for leprosy. Standing on the front lines of a global pandemic, Dr. Shamyra Howard's achievements will impact Black lives for generations to come.
Honoring Black History Month on Cocktails with Queens, presented by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Shout out to Nissan for that amazing moment. Ladies, how exciting is it to see a Black woman spearhead this scientific discovery? Selena, let's start with you.
I love that Nissan is doing this, first of all. And I love when engines utilized an opportunity to educate everyone about Black heroes. I love to learn, and you may know stuff, but to be reminded about these things is really, really cool. I'm really happy that they're doing this. I love when people do this, you get to learn and stuff like that. But I definitely know that, the Black woman is phenomenal, honey, and already capable of pretty much doing absolutely everything. So I'm not surprised. Okay, we make everything else, child. I'm not surprised.
I like the educational component of it as well. So I concur with Selena. I like to learn and tell me things that I didn't know so I can tell someone else.
Thank you so much, Nissan, for saluting this sister who is inspiring a new generation to go into science, to go into fields that normally we don't do. So thank you so much for that salute.
Once again, you can credit the Black woman with saving the world once again. I mean, seriously, like for months, for a whole year, it was, we need a vaccine. And to find out that it's a Black woman that's spearheading the Moderna vaccine that pretty much is getting this thing under control. Numbers are dropping drastically now in COVID, finally. And to know that a Black woman spearheaded this effort, it needs to be blanketed in the media a lot more. It needs to be covered more because you don't really hear this. And here on FOXSOUL, I'm glad we have the place and the venue and the platform to shout out our sisters doing amazing things. We salute you, Queens. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we have more of our Valentine's Day special after the break. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. As you can see, we're celebrating Valentine's Day in our sexy pajamas / lingerie. Give us a heart emoji if you're feeling our looks. Selena and I have on robes. What's up under your robe, Selena? I got a little piece of a little lingerie. What you got over there?
I got some. Well, this is X-rated, so.
Wow!
She got a lot of breasts.
It's got a little piece of glitter too.
Oh.
This is a Victoria's Secret onesie, so it's got a little. It's just really aggressive.
Okay. All right. Once again, in the chat, if you're feeling our looks, give us a heart emoji. All right,
I got the hearts myself right here, you know.
Yes,
face heart.
Yes.
She will. Lisa Ray will come with a theme, a new paint job, a new make. Like she comes very, very creative, very creative.
And I shopped at the same location Selena did. I have on my Victoria's Secret, my hearts, and a little red for you. Mwah.
Yes.
Get some views. Get some views. Come on in here, y'all.
Who's getting some after the show? Who's getting some after the show? Who's getting some after the show?
Look,
I know that's right,
She already ready.
I'm already dressed. Not that he cares, but I'm already dressed.
Right. Well, ladies,
it will be coming off.
they don't even be noticing. They don't even be noticing the lingerie. They ask for it, they get it. They don't even look. Take a moment, suck it in. Soak it in. I mean,
right.
I said suck it in. I meant soak it in. Okay.
You sure about that?
Pause on that word.
Freudian slip. Ladies, it's Valentine's Day, but there are a few couples who will not be celebrating together. Let's take a look at our celebrity split chart.
Uh-oh.
Now, if you're a true fan of our show, you know we have had lots to say about the following couples: Dr. Dre and Nicole Young, Kim Kardashian and Kanye, Lala and Carmelo Anthony, Devon Franklin and Megan Good, Chanel Iman and Sterling Shepard. Now, unfortunately, we're adding Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny, Ray J and Princess Love. I love Princess Love. And Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa to that list. What are your thoughts on this chart? Does it seem like love is no longer in the air?
I'm not going to go for that. I'm not accepting that. I'm not taking that in.
Yeah.
It just means that their time is over, and it doesn't mean that they won't find love again. I put that out there for them and for all of us that are loveless for right now. It won't last long. You got to keep a positive mindset and keep that love in your own heart, because you got love for yourself, and the ones that you do have love for, love on them.
Okay.
There were definitely some shocking splits, especially Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa. I was like, dang, her and Aquaman didn't make it.
And they look so damn good together.
I know.
And Ryan Destiny and Ryan and the other and Keith. Oh my gosh, I was just looking forward to their pretty little children. I really was. But some people, you was like, baby, go ahead and move on. Some went to a new page real quick. Kim Kardashian, baby, what's his name? Called you his girlfriend the other day. So Kim, you all right, girlfriend. And
what's his name?
Pete with the meat.
Pete with the meat. So she moved on real quick. And I'm happy for her that she was able to move on. She can go have pizza and ice cream and all that good stuff. So she's gonna probably have a good Valentine's Day this day with Pete the meat.
As long as Kanye don't stalk them on their dates.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a good point though, Viv, because she is with, some of them are probably with other people and may still have a good Valentine's. Just because they had a breakup doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be alone for Valentine's Day. And not to mention, just having a man or having a woman doesn't, a man and woman couple isn't always the key to Valentine's Day. I know a lot of girls that do galentines, so they can, a lot of the women that have had breakups, they can do girls trips and, fun stuff like that. Women who are single, they can do a girls trip and love on themselves, So
do you guys know the one blogger by the name of Lori Swink, I believe it is. She's making these beautiful baskets for Valentine's Days. And I saw on Instagram the other day where that's what girls are doing for each other. That if they don't have a significant other, they're like, girl, go get your girl that's your girls. Y'all can have a whole day, make her feel special. So that's what I also love about Valentine's Day, that it's not just for couples, that it's also just about celebrating special people in your life that keep your heart warm.
Yeah,
That's right. And to all the side chicks that will be getting the time spent on them on the 13th and the 16th and the 15th, good luck with that. All right, queens.
Some of them are celebrating on the 14th. Okay?
Some of them from side chicks is just
Some
on
of
the
them
side
had
with
brunch in the
side chicks.
morning and then nighttime with their
Claudia, she
husband,
cracks
girl.
me up. My goodness.
Listen,
She said side chick day is
It's the 15th. It's February 15th and February 13th.
after, okay?
the petty meter
Or
just
after.
never.
You get all the leftover stuff that's on the CVS, the old hearts with the old chocolate that's a little white because it's all old. Yeah, that's what you get.
Oh, you know about that though, huh? No.
Yeah, I guess I do. All right, Queens. XO Nicole posted this article. Your February 2022 horoscope are all about aligning with your soul purpose. Now, let's each read an excerpt from our horoscopes and talk about what it means. And let's get into it. I'll kick things off. Now, I'm an Aries, and February is a month of transformation. This is the month to flow with the change rather than fight it, and to see gifts of a new day. Ooh.
Okay.
So that's going with the flow and not fighting it. Okay, that's kind of tough for me sometimes, but I'm trying to go with the flow on things. I'm cerebral. Aries are known to be overthinkers. We'll overthink some things to death. Aries and Libra are the exact opposite of each other. I always end up with Libras though, but yeah, overthinkers. Okay, I'm gonna try to like let things flow and not be like no resistance.
Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Vivica, you're next.
I'm a Leo, and February is a month of change, setting my intentions and moving into new environments. Breakthroughs are occurring for me this month, and my emotional world, relationships, and sense of balance are where I should look to see the new beginnings taking place. Thank you. Okay, I love that reading because I've got new productions that are about to happen for me. I have went through recent seasons of shedding where it's like I am going to focus on meeting new men. So I'm glad to know that my horoscope is telling me, baby, don't be afraid of change, to absolutely embrace meeting someone new and let them romance you and make your heart tingle. So I think this is perfect for me because I definitely feel new chapters about to happen for me in 2022.
All right, very nice. Selena, you are next.
So I'm a Virgo, which I do well with Libras as well. My husband's a Libra. He's actually born the day after Lisa Ray. I am a Virgo, and this month I'm moving forward with inspiration and passion. February is a month of creativity, spirituality, and connecting with my dreams in life. I really like that reading because the creativity part, I'm getting ready to create a new album. I'm getting ready to start recording. I just built a studio in my home to try to surround myself with my own creativity all day. So that's the inspiration, moving forward with inspiration and my passion. That music is my passion. But I'm also connecting with my dreams in life by starting my own health and wellness fitness supplement line. And I am doing more with my company, Sheleen, and I'm also doing more auditioning. You guys know that, trying to pursue my dream of acting and doing more acting and stuff like that. So this is right on time. The spirituality part, I've been in a struggle with it, just unapologetically to say. I have been in a battle with it, but I have been conscious to be able to connect more with God and my quiet moments. I've just not been faithful to that as much as I should have. So yes, this is right on target.
Good. Okay, very nice. Lisa Ray, you're next.
I am a Libra. I am the scales we try very hard to balance. But life is unfolding for me in new ways this month. Magic is in the air, and my inner source of love is shining. February is a journey, and it is one of untangling any confusion of what has been and finding understanding. I am all on board with that. I am definitely been going through a transformation of investing in me and taking me time and just not feeling selfish or the guilt of being able to just really say that it's all about me right now. And if I find someone to bestow the love on me that makes me feel good to move forward with a journey, then that means that's compatibility. And I am a hopeless romantic. So I love all things big, all things grandioso, all things that make me feel like a princess and a queen. That's like, for me.
Okay.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for sharing your horoscope with our viewers. Coming up next, we're normalizing talking about sex. And we're going to get tips on how we can spice things up in the bedroom. That's all coming up next. You don't want to miss this. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Cocktails with Queens after the break. We are back with Cocktails with the Queens. Now, joining us is a licensed clinical social worker and sexologist. Please welcome Shamyra Howard. Hey, Queen.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Queen.
Hey.
First of all, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And some of us could use some tips. So, Shamyra, whether you're coupled up or dating or happily single, it takes time. It's the time of the year when pleasure takes center stage. So do you think people have more sex on Valentine's Day than other holidays, or is that just a myth, or is it true? What do you think about that?
Well, Claudia, that is actually true. So about 58% of people say that not only do they have more sex on Valentine's Day, but they have the most pleasurable sex on Valentine's Day. Speaking of pleasure.
Okay. Well, Shamyra, before we talk about sex, why are people still in 2022 still a little uncomfortable talking about something that's so natural?
It's 2022 and people are still hush hush when it comes to talking about sex. Now, we have all the sex we want to have. We do all the sexual things, but when it comes to talking and using our mouth about it, we get really quiet. So, Queens, let me ask you, are you comfortable talking about sex? Are y'all comfortable talking about sex?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think it comes with age.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let me ask you this. Let's play a quick game. So when it comes to talking about sex, would you say you are more 90s R&B or 2022 rap music?
Both.
R&B.
R&B. Every once in a while, you
gotta throw that rap in there.
You want to get that ratchet in.
Listen.
Yeah. But overall, for me,
again.
When I'm on the bottom, it's R&B. When I'm on top, it's Ratchet City.
What song is in your head? What's playing?
F the mother, cause I'm down for my F the mother. That's my wedding song if I ever get married. Okay, never mind. I told you I was ratchet.
And that's actually 90s and 2000s too. When he just rapped. That's actually C Murder. And that's actually
my favorite song of all time. Anyways.
Okay. Okay, so Shamyra, there's a shocking number of how married couples spice things up in relationships that, oh, my bad. I just said that wrong. There is a shocking number of couples that only have sex once a week, or the report says that 40% of married couples are not really having sex like you would think because they're married. So why is this happening? Okay, first of all, I know why it's happening, but I'm just saying, because I've been married for 15 years. So, but why is this such a, across the board concept? You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in the relationship and it's not happening, you be thinking, dang, it's just us. And then you talk to another couple, they'd be like, girl. And then the other couple be like, okay. So why is this happening this way? Why is this the norm?
Oh, you're right. It's not shocking for people who are married. I have been married for almost 12 years. So this year would make 12 years that I have been married. And the research says that most couples in long-term relationships have sex at least one time a week or less than that. So about 54 times a year is the average amount of time that people are having sex. But that number actually dwindles down when you age. So people who are between 40 and 49, they have sex even less than one time a week. And there is no specific type of number. There's no magic number on how many times we should be having sex. So don't should on yourself. So people are not just having sex like that as they are in relationships because, life happens. And one thing that's not happening is people aren't really prioritizing their relationships. So some people could possibly go for a little bit more, but across the board, that is a very, very common number.
Shamyra, Shape.com reported that men, they prefer to start off their day with a little, sexual activity in the morning. And women, they are hornier in the evening. Do you find this to be true?
So as a sex therapist in my office, I see people who have mismatched libidos. That means somebody wants it more than the other person. So somebody might want it in the morning, somebody might want it at night, and then they start having issues because they can't figure it out on when are we supposed to have sex. And so the goal here is to recognize that in a relationship, you are very rarely going to want sex at the same time, right? So it just varies in couples, especially working people. So people 40 plus, you're working, you're career driven, you're all about yourself. You have to make time for it. It's not happening as often. And so at nighttime might not be the best time for a lot of women because that's when they are tending to the family, tending to the kids, and doing all of the things that make them too tired or give them a headache. Hello, somebody, when it's time for sex. So it's best to figure out what works best for each person.
I don't think about it at all. It's like when you have that chemistry with someone, that part of you being in love with that person is because you're turned on by them. So when they walk across the bed, it's like, hey, lay on down again. You know what I mean? You're in the bathroom. It's like bend on over again. You know what I mean? So it's like, lay on again. But my question is this, because I want to get down with the get down here. You created the Use Your Mouth Sex and Relationship Conversation starter cards. So tell us about the cards and what are some of the most popular questions that people come across when they are pulling from the deck? Because that's what I want to know.
Well, pull from that deck, huh, Lisa Ray?
Yeah, like tell me, I want to know, because I'm going to use this probably.
So I think you would really like these cards, especially since you sound like someone who has more of that responsive desire. I heard you talking about because the attraction's there, you're ready to throw your partner down. That doesn't exist for most women. Most women have what's called responsive. And I meant to say you have spontaneous desire. So that means you're ready, you're going to go. Most women report that they have responsive desire. So that means they need more attention in order to be ready for sex, but they're not using their mouth and communicating that to their partner. So their partner just feels rejected. So the Use Your Mouth Sex and Relationship Conversation starter cards helps couples to get in the habit of having sexual conversations, right? So it asks questions and you and your partner have this conversation about the question that you pull from the deck. And it helps to increase intimacy because we are in relationship with each other, but a lot of us don't really know each other sexually outside of P and V sex. One of the most popular cards in the deck is, if you could choose, how often would you want to have sex? People love answering that question because you have some people who say, oh, it's every day for me. Every week I want to do it. And some people like 2 times a week. And so what that question does is it gives you the opportunity to understand, oh, they're not just rejecting me. They don't just not want to have sex with me. That's just their sex number. That's just how often they want to have sex.
Man, because when it's good, the feeling is just great. And it's like, I want to have that all the time. It's like a jolt of, let me start my day with it. Let me just, interrupt my day with it and let me lay down and go to fall asleep with it,
Okay.
Oh, I'll be back. No.
Okay.
I hate that the trailing off, like you start off most relationships like that, and then it can kind of dwindle down because you're like, it's always great the first year. It's always great the first couple years. I don't know. All right, before we let you go, can you leave us with some tips for women who are over 40, who want to try different things in the bedroom with their man? We need some tips.
Absolutely. I'm the tip girl. So here's the thing. I'm going to leave you with
okay.
3 things that women over 40 can do. Lisa Ray, you don't need these. I think you good.
She should be in your square, child. She's somewhere.
Women over 40 can do. The first thing, if we're talking about pleasure and we're talking about intimacy, we have to understand that intimacy begins with I. I heard you saying earlier, Lisa Ray, that you're all about you, y'all. Understand what intimacy is, understand what pleasure is, and give yourself that pleasure first. If you have a partner, you're going to have to schedule sex. If you're noticing that your lifestyles are not conducive and it's not feasible for you just to go inside and see them and drop your panties. Your panties when you see them. It's scheduling sex. Scheduling sex don't sound like, look, Tuesday, 9:25 p.m., be in the bedroom naked in the doggy style position. We schedule sex all the time and just don't know it. It's Valentine's Day. Some of us are going to be having sex today. Some of us have already knew that today we were going to be having sex because it's Valentine's Day. That's scheduling sex. It's also saying, look, when we get home tonight, it's on. That is scheduling sex, right? And the last thing, y'all, queens, you heard about head, shoulders, and toes. It's time to get into the knees and the nose. Use your knees and your nose when you're having sex. Use that nose, kiss those knees, and get them to kiss your knees too.
I'm for it. Amen and hallelujah.
Well, Shamyra, we have got to have you back and not wait all the way till it's Valentine's Day. We're going to need a little pick-me-up in the middle of the year. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to follow her on all her social media and support her projects. Thank you, Shamyra. We really appreciate you.
Send them cards, girl. I'm going to use them and I'm going to pass on all the information.
All right, we'll be right back with more of our Valentine's Day show after this. We are back with Cocktails with the Queens, and shout out once again to Shamyra Howard. She was fantastic, and I know we all cannot wait to get our Use Your Mouth cards in.
Yeah.
All right, well, everyone, we have reached the part of the show where we talk about our personal lives, our relationships, and how we ourselves have overcome obstacles in our very own lives. Please welcome Queendom. All right, ladies, tonight we're talking about how women cannot let depression kick in just because we're alone on Valentine's Day. Now, Valentine's Day can be depressing for some single women, couples who are having issues, and for women who are just straight up dealing with depression. Soulmates, you're in luck because EmpowerHer.com posted a list of things you can do to make the best of the holiday. Number one, go get a massage.
Yeah.
You know, massages can help relieve some of those symptoms of depression. Number two, give in to your sweet tooth and buy some chocolates or sweethearts. When I was single, I would personally get a big old thing of coffee ice cream from Haagen-Dazs and a big thing of Smucker's hot fudge, put in the microwave and just gorge myself until I passed out. And then, hello, the holiday's over. No more depression. It's the 15th. Treat yourself to a manicure, pedicure, or even a trim or color. Self-love, self-care, get yourself fly. Number four, accomplish something you've been putting off. While everyone else is busy going on dates and getting some, you can do something productive like cleaning. Oh, wait, this is depressing. So they out getting some and you out here cleaning your house and you clean a litter box. I can't go with that one right there. I'm sorry. That's going to make it worse. You'd be crying, cleaning, thinking about your friends, getting some. Okay. Number five, it's time to give yourself some sleep, get some rest. A lot of times you're extra emotional because you're tired. Y'all ever be so tired you just want to cry like a baby? Like, I'm just, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just,
You need a nap.
So what are your thoughts on this list? And how do you make the most of this day?
My number one thing that I do if I'm single, I look in the mirror and I see things that I want to improve. So when and by the time I do have him in my life, I'm not concerned about that little piece of cellulite that I couldn't get rid of. I'm not concerned about them couple of extra pounds that when I lay down that may gorge out on the side when he got me on my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about getting into self here. You know what I mean? So you can prepare to be the best and better you that you can. So that is the self-love part. And then when you get that chocolate, have no guilt at all because you know what kind of chocolate you like. So there is no way that you're going to mistake what you want to put in your mouth when you can't put other things in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
You know, one of the things that I love to do, and it doesn't even have to be Valentine's Day, but I did do this a lot when I was single, which is a long time ago, but I love a good old fashioned bubble bath.
Mm.
You can do like the whole nine, like do candles, and you don't have to do red rose petals. You can go get fresh white roses and pick the petals off and put them all in the tub and put your Jodeci on like Vivica say, girl, and get you some champagne and literally be totally and completely in love with yourself. And I do that just married, and so it always works. I think if I was single, I would totally do that. I would totally do a whole date myself. I would go to the movies by myself. I would go out to eat by myself. I would go get a good book and read it at the Barnes and Nobles by myself, indulge in some Starbucks, so it's so many good things that, cool things you can do. You can go do a nail day and toe day and pamper yourself that way. They probably have like love packages, get one for yourself,
How about learn yourself? You can learn how to masturbate on that day because you don't have nobody. You know what I mean?
Well, they probably good at that because they don't have nobody.
Vivica, what are your thoughts?
How to masturbate.
Well,
they don't get into themselves.
Well,
I concur with both ladies. I'm a little speechless right now. Just get right on in there, okay? Nice and hard. No, I love pamper me days. I mean, I completely agree with Selena. I have days like that all the time that it's like, I have no problem loving me. I call them Viv, my me days, that where I answer to Vivica the entire day, that if I feel like going to the spa and having somebody gonna rub on my ass. Okay. And then after that, I'll treat myself to a beautiful lunch, some shopping. I love days like that. It's just, don't be afraid that if you don't have someone that day to spoil you, that you spoil yourself. And, then dress up and then go out. And then, honey, you might catch yourself a new love.
Okay. Right on that day.
Valentine's Day could be really hard for people that don't have someone. I remember being very sad at some point and I was laying on my couch watching Pretty Woman and for, I don't know, just crying, watching the happy ending when Richard Gere climbed up the stairs and overcomes his fear to get her. And my cat's by my side, licking my arm. And I'm like, this is weird. And you know what? Listen, ladies, it's okay. This Valentine's Day could be one way and the very next year could totally change for you. And I think this is the one day, throw discipline out the door. You know what? If you want to have that bucket of ice cream, if you want to go splurge on yourself, do whatever makes you feel good and feel loved. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel bad about it. And, you don't have to wait on somebody else to do it. You can do it for your damn self. So
I have one thing to say too. You just remind me of something, Claudia. You know what else you can do on Valentine's Day? You can be grateful that you don't have to worry about where your man is. You by yourself, girl. You could be like, oh, I'm so glad I ain't got to worry about where my man is, him cheating on me, him doing me wrong. Sometimes being single is a blessing in certain ways. Like sometimes God will have you by yourself so you can fall in love with him. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And when you start loving on him, then he can give you all the things that your heart and dreams desire, whatever your desires are. So, sometimes it's not about what you don't have. What about what you have? It's about what you don't have. That's a good time. You don't have.
Very true. And we all have those friends who cannot be alone for 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
Oh my
I got a friend that stays in toxic relationships because she just can't be alone. So to her, this is a good situation. But I'm like, he's just a replacement for the other one, for the hole in your heart. And she never has a chance to just shed and learn from anything. So there's nothing wrong with being single. And I hate how our society especially shames Black women. Where's your man? Where's your husband? And where's your kid? Like you're not a worthy person or human being because you refuse to put up with some of the crap that maybe someone will. You know what I mean? It's not always a bad thing, ladies. It's actually sometimes you being protected.
Okay.
Agree.
Lot of trash.
Lots of trash out here in these streets. Ladies, okay. Well, before we go to commercial, we want to definitely have another moment with Nissan, celebrating another moment in Black history. Let's take a look.
FOXSOUL is celebrating Black history makers who have broken barriers and created a path for change. Taking a shot at saving the world from a deadly pandemic is Dr. Shamyra Howard, the first Black female scientist to lead a team toward the creation of a pandemic-ending vaccine. Dr. Howard's pivotal role against COVID-19 was the development and design of what would become the Moderna vaccine.
The messenger RNA will tell the body to present this spike protein, and the body will respond by creating an immune response.
Dr. Howard follows in the footsteps of Alice Ball, the first African-American chemist who developed the first successful treatment for leprosy. Standing on the front lines of a global pandemic, Dr. Shamyra Howard's achievements will impact Black lives for generations to come.
Honoring Black History Month on Cocktails with Queens, presented by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Ladies, once again, I got to ask you, how does it make you feel to see a Black woman at the forefront of such a huge scientific discovery that pretty much can be credited with saving the world? Once again, to the rescue with our cakes.
Proud.
Anything that can, show us a part of our history and that we matter and that we are actually being forthcoming and adding to society is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And I find her to be so inspirational for Generation Next. I really do. For young girls, for that they say we don't do science, that we're not into things like that, that here this woman is, this pandemic is, it took over things for 2 years, and to know that a sister is leading us out of this darkness is just absolutely wonderful.
I think it's extra special because how, at one point, a lot of us, our cousins, our family members, our Black and brown relatives were being the victims the most of this pandemic and dying the most of the highest numbers. And there's a lot of distrust, and rightfully so, from the Black community when it comes to medicine. But I feel a little bit better about things knowing that it's a Black woman that's spearheading this charge and making a huge difference.
That's a good point about medicine and Black women, Claudia.
Yeah. A lot of times we were used unbeknownst to us about, in experiments and all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah.
And to go from that level where we're being used as guinea pigs to literally getting us out of this pandemic with life-saving vaccines. I mean, that's Black girl magic in all of its glory. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back with more of our Valentine's Day special right after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens. Happy Valentine's Day. As you can see, we are celebrating with lingerie and sexy pajamas. So ladies, we all know the next person we're about to talk about is our girl, AJ Johnson. Who knew? Now, she recently opened up on a podcast, Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast, about a threesome she had on her birthday. Let's take a look.
Let me pick the guy. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And
two men.
Mm-hmm. And they traded off. It was like they were friends, and they traded off. It's the best 50th birthday ever.
Oh yes.
Okay. And they traded off. So it was never like them together.
Okay.
It was like they were flip-flopping me. One would please me, then he'd pass me to the other, and one would kiss me, and then he'd spin me around for the other.
Yeah.
It was like a beautiful dance.
Ladies, what are your thoughts? And would y'all do this yourselves if you were single?
Hey, I love the fact that she is a woman and she is like, look, this is what I did in my 50s and I loved it. I embraced it. I had an experience. I had a moment and it was like a dance, she said. Let me tell you something. I've never thought of, I'd be lying if I say I ain't never thought about it. But let me just say, I ain't never did it. You know what I mean? And I don't even know if I would. But when you know that someone else has been doing something, it kind of eased the expression of, well, maybe I can go ahead and might and coulda, woulda, kind of thing. But I'm here for it because she kept that confined and did what she wanted to do with whom the two she wanted to do it with. And so I got a little inspired over here to just dare to be different and dare to just do whatever the hell you want to do. Bravo, sister. And she said, and she shared it so classy and so confidently. Like, yeah, that's what I did. Best 50 years of her birthday ever, she said.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Selena.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm here for it as well. I agree with Lisa Ray. I think that there's such a, faux pas of that with women because it's usually two women and a man, and so to hear a woman be so confident about it, I'm with Lisa Ray. Like it gives a little bit of freedom for women to explore themselves. Now it's scary for two women to be in a room with two men. You know what I'm saying? Just me personally, I'd be nervous, like they could beat me up in here and there'd be nothing I can do about it. I'll be that kind of nervous.
She said she knew them.
I'm just saying, you just never know. I'm old.
Oh, they gonna beat it up.
But like I was saying, like I was trying to say, if they were people that she was really close to, or you have somebody just really close to you, two guys you're really close to, listen, I say live your life. You single, you don't owe nobody nothing. Do your thing. And you really don't got to tell nobody nothing either. But I love how she was like, and I stand 10 feet tall in everything I do because I'm grown as hell. So then there's that.
Vivica?
I love it. I just say, AJ, yes, honey, you have inspired others that, hey, try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Huh?
Okay.
Don't knock it till you try it. Yes, AJ.
So we have a game. I'll skip my thing. AJ, make these men uncomfortable because they want to try to make it look like a train. It's not a train because you was in control of that thing. Okay.
That's
they try to make it be
That's
disrespectful. Okay. In honor of Valentine's Day, let's play a quick game of man crush or man hush. I'll show you some sexy celebs and you tell me just the answer real quick, who you're crushing on, or you tell them to hush. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
We don't have a lot of time, so we got to run through these. First one, Dennis Rodman, crush or hush?
Hush.
Drake, crush or hush?
Hush.
Hush.
Meek Mill, hush or crush?
Hush.
Hush.
Usher.
Usher.
Rush.
Crush, girl, crush.
Rush.
Yes.
Oh, be careful. Smokey Robinson, crush or hush?
Crush.
Crushy,
Back
hush.
in the day, crush.
He is a big old flirt too. We play golf
Yes,
sometimes.
he is.
He looky right now. I have them blue
You got
eyes.
it, Smokey.
Smokey was so fine back in the day, girl. It didn't make
Wasn't he?
Maybe them
Who else
eyes
we
would
got?
get you.
Babyface, crush or hush?
Hush.
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 It's like family to me.
Tyler Perry, crush or hush?
It depends on which Tyler he is, because sometimes he's a crush and sometimes he's Medea.
Agreed.
Michael Ealy, last one, crush or hush?
Crush.
I want to thank Lisa Ray, Selena Johnson, Vivica A. Fox, and our special guest, Shamyra Howard, for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for watching us. Stay tuned. FOXSOUL's Town Hall Special is up next. See you next time.